I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, thank you. So let me just kind of explain what's going on. So I just got a new membership. I just got off the phone with Kyle too before we got here and reached out to my plug because we're about to hop on our first cycle. I'll tell y'all more about that, but ideally Kyle's plan for all that is for me to add like 15 more pounds in the next couple months. So we'll see how that kind of goes. But a big thing with like training with Kyle now is I'm putting a lot more emphasis towards intensity training over hypertrophy style training, which is what I was doing a lot more with my previous coach. So we're just gonna get through this workout, focus on the intensity a lot more, and then I'll talk to y'all a little more about like kind of the pros and cons of both afterwards. But let's fucking get it.
Don't give in to hate. That leads to the dark side.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Push, push. You got it. Come on. Come on. One more, one more, one more. Come on.
That's some cleavage, bro. I get a little like classic pose, sitting. Imagine me on stage like in a wheelchair. I just pull like this. Fucking Joe Swatson.
Is there a wheelchair bodybuilder?
Lightweight, yeah, buddy, go! Yeah, lightweight!
I'm not even big, bro. I just got a big ass frame. Being 6'5" and big, I gotta be at least like 250 plus. Give me like 10 more pounds.
Just hop on a little bit of trend.
Yeah. The worst thing about being on prep, bro, you would like imagine that all your vascularity, like everywhere on your body would like, you know, optimize, except like your cock veins stay the same.
What if I have foreskin? Will the extra skin like grow veins? You got chopped at birth, huh?
Yeah, bro, I'm white.
But I find that it's a lot cheaper. There's a few ways to fix some of the dress. So all the components you call all the dress, I fixed it. It feels like everything for me. I choose like mailer. I choose mailers. I choose mailers. You can get them both on Amazon. But like I don't know what they're. I don't know what these are, but I just use those. And then I use
Come on.
the minimum. It's kind of light.
Come on.
I used to use a scale and actually measure the weight. Now
Push, push. Come on, one more.
get the weight wrong, they'll just charge you. Yeah, those are
You see the bench move back?
Did it?
Yeah, bro, I'm throwing it back.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
It's a Larson press. Have you ever done a Larson's press where like you try to get your leg drive off? You just do this. It's like bicycles. You get to work your core and work your abs a little bit. Rate my flow. What if I added a little thug shake to it? Just everything.
It looks like you're getting a massive facial.
I'm getting a massive facial. Hey, yo, happy endings after this? You want to train intensely, just do more weight. The fuck?
Come on, one more.
No, that's 12. Fucking dipshit.
You got two more when you win.
No, bro, we doing intensity. We're not doing volume. You trying to fight?
It's gotta be gay.
Not if you dab me up with your cock.
Yeah.
Stop. I get that
It's
camera on
like-
my face.
Oh no, okay, we're done. Come on, push. Push, push. Come on. Come on, push. Push. You got it. I think you had one more.
You think I faked that set real good? I faked that set for the content. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all fucking mic'd up kids. Oh, one more. Bro, if you're talking, you're not training intense.
Or if
Be
you're
real.
training with kids.
If you're training with kids, you don't train, for one, you train like a bitch. Two, you're a fucking pedophile. It's weird, bro. Like, bro, you set up a tripod in the corner of the gym, right? And you're just trying to see how many, like, you know, what kid walks into it, bro. You're literally setting up a trap. Just like, that's what a predator does, bro. Like,
They find their prey.
fitness is weird. Superset that. Superset that with some front raises real quick. I prefer seated lateral raises just because here at the bottom, I feel like I can get a better stretch and just feel my belt just like about to rip off my skin as opposed to standing when you're just like restricted by like your legs to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Science, bro, science.
Come on. Come on. Push. Push. Come on.
Help! Help me!
I have it on the wide.
No, like mid-set while you're like about to fail, right? You're just like, help! Help me! Or you start doing a bench, you're doing a barbell bench and you let it fall on you and you're like, help! Help me! And then start repping out like 315, bro.
Do it at Alphalete, next video.
With fake weights. Like fly over to LA since like I haven't been and just go to zoo culture and I can do it.
Bro.
I'm literally Jason Derulo. I'll be talking about training fucking intensely and then I'm shaking my tits to fucking Jason Derulo.
Your delts look massive, holy shit.
Let me show you how to optimally do your front raises now. So you're doing like this, right? You're just going up here, which is all good. You know, you're getting more emphasis on your front delts. You're gonna come at the bottom more and then come towards it together. Kind of similar to like a fly, you feel me? If you wanna put more emphasis on your chest and get that cleavage, so just pick up your weights, right? And now start wide at the bottom and just come up like this. 1, 2. Oh.
Come on. Come on. Push, push. Push.
Hell no. Another thing, bro, if you're training intense, in an ideal world, you know, you're gonna follow these like plans and do 3 sets of like 8 with the same weight. But if you're training intense, bro, you're not gonna be able to do the same weight. You're gonna have to drop. So I failed on 10 with the 100s. Second set, I'm not gonna be able to do the same thing if I'm actually training with intensity. So I'm about to go down to 95s. I'm gonna try to aim for like 10 to 12 and like, fuck that shit. Sexually. Not you, bro, but wait.
Come on. Push. Push. Come on. Push. Push. Come on.
Bus. So a couple days went by. Apparently I got a beard now, so that's cool. But yeah, we're sipping on a Gorilla Mind energy drink. This one's black cherry vanilla. It tastes a lot like those cherry cokes, but kind of going back into what I was talking about with volume versus intensity, especially in terms of hypertrophy. I feel like I have a range, different experiences from being within fitness. Literally starting with military school, before I was kicked out of military school, right? I would do push-ups in my room, right? And do as many as possible, as much volume as possible. And yes, that works to a certain degree, you increasing the amount of volume. But you have to look at your volume and intensity more so as a relationship in terms of training, especially optimal training. And think in the terms of when you have very high volume, it becomes difficult to measure terms of intensity. You're not as opposed to lower reps, but the issue is when you lower your volume to a rep scheme that can't even get the right amount of time under tension, you're not actually training for hypertrophy at that point. You're just training strictly for strength base, which is all fine. But in terms of what I'm trying to do and what a lot of you guys are trying to do is pack on size, aesthetics, muscle, right? You want to have that balance between your hypertrophy training and your intensity training. And again, I use the word measure because you want to be able to progressionally see that you're improving. If you're doing a weight for a certain amount of reps, now it's time to reset and not try to rep out as much volume, because again, you're just working towards muscle endurance or other aspects in that point. And now you can increase your intensity of two ways. You can either keep on repping out and increasing your rep range, aka your volume, or you could step back, tone down the volume a little bit and increase the weight, and that's going to be a reflection of increasing your intensity as well. But again, it's going to get to a certain point where, okay, if you're only hitting 100s, right? Let me do even more volume. There's a certain cutoff point to where eventually you're just gonna tire yourself. You gotta look more so as your volume and intensity as a relationship. You need to look at volume more so as a tool for your intensity. And from me training, that's how I look at it. And volume is just like another tool for me to push my intensity another aspect. And that's why, again, like the volume versus intensity, I don't think is a great representation of training styles. I think volume versus strength is a better representation. But if you want to optimize hypertrophy, you have to train with volume and intensity to fucking grow your muscles. Point blank, period. Whatever the fuck Ice Spice said, that boy was a munch. Sorry, I've been so bad with the uploads lately. I'm in the mix of, apartment hunting. I'm about to move, but once I get into my new place, I'm gonna be active a lot more on YouTube. I'm talking to a couple of my boys about starting a podcast. I really want to start a podcast because I feel like I have so much experiences that I've lived and just so much that goes on in my head. And I want to use it as an outlet and be able to share conversations with y'all. I appreciate y'all fucking with me as always, but I fucking love y'all.
Code red on Alphalete.
Yeah. W chat.